Hello, fourth grade. Welcome to your Wednesday math lesson. We are now starting chapter 2 in Go Math. So we are now back in Go Math. We're not in Success anymore. So in your Go Math books, you're going to want to find page 63. So we are now diving into multiplication even more. So if you do not have your math facts memorized, I did share that really fun YouTube video of all the math facts songs. I would recommend using that. Those songs are just annoying enough that they get stuck in your head, and it will help you learn them. All right, so we are doing multiplication comparisons. So this is a lesson that is all about modeling a multiplication problem, as you can see here. So now we're going to dig into how do you use visuals and models to help you solve multiplication problems. And this can be very, very helpful for you, especially if you don't have your multiplication facts memorized. This will definitely help you a lot in solving. All right, so if we look here, we're looking at 3 times 5 is 15, or 15 is equal to 3 times 5. So what that means is 15 is 3 times as many as 5. So what they've done here is they have their 5 here at the bottom, just one block. And then as you can see, there's 5 blocks right above that. So that's a visual of what does it look like when 5 is 3 times greater. So if you look and see here, there's 3 blocks of 5, 5, 10, 15. Okay, and same over here. We can also look at it as 15 is 5 times as many as 3. So I have my one little 3 block, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 blocks above it. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So this is all equal to 15. So 15 is 5 times as many as 3. All right, so now we're going to create a model out of this word problem. Carly has 9 pennies. Jack has 4 times as many pennies as Carly. How many pennies does Jack have? So they've given us a model already. We just need to fill it in. So again, we're starting with our cube strategy. So I'm going to circle my important numbers, 9 pennies, 4 times as many. Now I'm going to go to underlining. What is the problem asking? So we want to know how many pennies does Jack have. And now I'm going to box in my key words. So I'm going to box in times, because whenever I hear that word times, I know that I probably need to multiply. So I'm also going to look at how many. So we just want to know how many pennies total does Jack have. And then now we're going to look at the model here. So Carly is right here. I'm just going to put my 9 in that little box. Okay, now what's going to go in these guys? Well, there's our 4 boxes, so that models the 4 times as many. So I'm going to put the same number here. Okay. So now what we're modeling here is what? 9 times 4, right? So if you know your math facts, then you already know that 9 times 4 is, well, I'm not going to say it yet, but, oh, forgot to mention, you're probably wondering what the heck this is. What is n? Well, n is our mystery number. So sometimes we like to use our mystery numbers and we write them as letters. So you can think of the letter n as standing for number. Okay, so My screen moved a little bit. So again, what we're modeling here is 4 times 9, right? Because there's 4 boxes and there's a 9 in each. So n is going to end up being 36, right? So again, if you know your math facts, you already know 4 times 9 is 36. But if you don't, you could also do repeated addition. All right, so that's really all this is. It's just drawing box models of multiplication problems. I'm going to keep going here because I think there's a tricky little problem that I've thrown into your homework, and I said I would give you a big hint on it. So I'm going to keep going. Okay. Ah, yes. Number 9, our go deeper question. That was it, the goldfish question. Okay, and I told you that I would give you some major help on this, and I'm going to deliver on that promise. So again, let's read through this problem and use our cube strategy. Nando has 4 goldfish. Jill has 3 goldfish. Cooper has 2 times as many goldfish as Nando and Jill combined. Write an equation that compares the number of goldfish Cooper has with the number of goldfish that Nando and Jill have. Okay, so they want us to write an equation, I'm going to underline that compares the number of goldfish Cooper has with the number of goldfish that Nando and Jill have. And now I'm going to box in my keywords. So I would say compares, because that tells me we probably need to have a model. And then I'm going to box in as many, because the 2 times as many tells me, okay, I probably have to multiply here. And then I'm going to box in combined, because that's a hint, right? And then, let's see. I think that's good on boxing. So now we kind of have to figure out, okay, what does this mean? I'm going to erase all these markings so that way you can see it better. Well, what it's saying is that our Cooper friend here has 2 times as many goldfish as Nando and Jill combined. So when I see that we're combined, that means how many does Nando and Jill have together? Nando has 4, Jill has 3. So that's your first step. And then they're telling us that Cooper has 2 times as many as that. So that's all I'm going to tell you. Okay. Now, our math homework here, you might start to notice that it is getting more and more difficult, and that's on purpose, because I'm not going to lie to you, some of these lessons get very difficult. But I believe in you guys. I believe you are capable. The only thing about math, especially 4th grade math, there's going to be a lot of problems like this. You kind of have to be a detective and use your strategies to decode what the problem wants. And it's not as hard as you think. You just have to think about what it's asking you. So you kind of saw how I broke this problem down, and I underlined things, I circled things, I looked for clue words like the word combined. That's what you have to do. And eventually, I want you to be able to do that on your own. Okay, so guys, make sure that you do your very best on the homework that's assigned. I'm not doing as many multiple choice anymore. I expect you to do some of the work. All right, if you need help, I'm here. And that's it for today.